Welcome to Hispanic Heritage Month Reads for Adults. All materials featured today can be checked out either physically or digitally from the Ocean County Library. Enjoy!
You were not a ghost, even though an entire country was scared of you. No one in this story was a ghost. This was not a story. This quote from Children of the Land, a memoir by Marcelo Hernandez Castillo, was a story about how his family survived the harrowing years of his childhood and early adulthood growing up and being undocumented. The family survived many anxieties and fears as the father was deported back to Mexico and they tried to navigate America as being invisible in the eyes of the government. This story is heartbreaking and poignant and beautiful. It tells a very human side of what it means to be undocumented in America. Children of the Land is a book not to be missed.
Author Carla Cornejo Villavicencio, one of the first undocumented immigrants to graduate from Harvard, reveals the hidden lives of her fellow undocumented Americans in her book, The Undocumented Americans, a National Book Awards 2020 finalist for nonfiction. This book examines the hardships, resiliency, and stories of undocumented Americans from New York City, Miami, Flint, and more, as Cornejo Villavicencio weaves her own personal experiences throughout the book. Check out The Undocumented Americans from the Ocean County Library today.
Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia is a journey into creepy. When 1950s socialite Naomi Taboada gets a cryptic plea for help from her cousin Catalina, she leaves city life behind for the Mexican countryside. There, she encounters High Place, the house that will soon become fodder for Naomi's nightmares. Something just isn't right with the house, the Doyles who reside in it, and definitely with cousin Catalina. Will Naomi have what it takes to escape High Place with her cousin and her sanity? Mexican Gothic has all the hallmarks of a classic Gothic suspense. Your skin will crawl and High Place will stay with you.
PostColonial Love Poem, a collection of poetry by Natalie Diaz, empowers readers to not only recognize but to celebrate Indigenous bodies. It acts as a war cry to try to change our future by dismantling harmful misconceptions of what it means to exist in an Indigenous, Black, Latinx, or brown body in America. PostColonial Love Poem is beautiful, tragic, and everything in between. The 2021 Pulitzer Prize winner for poetry, this collection is a must-read, not to be ignored. Please check out PostColonial Love Poem by Natalie Diaz.
Mauro and Elena moved to the United States with hopes of finding a better life for their children. However, one reckless decision ends up splitting their family, possibly forever. Mauro is sent back to their home country, Colombia, when their family is still young. Alternating between Mauro and Elena's past and their daughter, Talia's present, Infinite Country is a moving tale about the misconceptions of immigration and one family's ability to come together. Will Talia make it back to the United States? This fast-paced novel will leave you guessing until the end.
American Like Me, Reflections on Life Between Cultures, from award-winning actress and activist America Ferrera, brings together 31 of her friends, colleagues, and heroes to tell stories of their American life. What they all have in common is that their upbringing runs deep in their personal ethnic culture, as many are immigrants, children or grandchildren of immigrants, or Indigenous people. The stories range from laugh-out-loud funny to deeply inspiring and heartwarming. Out of the 31 stories, you will find 10 engaging stories from people raised in Hispanic or Latin cultures that include Olympic gymnast Lori Hernandez, Broadway icon Lin-Manuel Miranda, and modern civil rights activist Carmen Perez, just to name a few. You can find copies of American Like Me, Reflections on Life Between Cultures at the Ocean County Library branches, or find the ebook and audiobook on OCL's Overdrive today.
In The Most Beautiful Girl in Cuba, aspiring journalist Grace Harrington's life changes when she takes on an emerging story from Cuba. 18-year-old Evangelina Cisneros is wrongly imprisoned during Cuba's fight for independence. Can Grace and Marina Perez, a carrier secretly working for the Cuban revolutionaries, free Evangelina while risking everything in this perilous fight for freedom? Read the book to find out.
Thank you for watching Hispanic Heritage Month Reads for Adults. Check out Ocean County Library book talks, programs, and more at theoceancountylibrary.org. We'll see you next time.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.